Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Kelly. Welcome to my 2019 New Year's resolution, Be the Change, where I broke up with fear, I broke up with shame, and I broke up with guilt. I'm going to get started by reading my inspiration. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say welcome to everybody who's watching me for the first time, and welcome back to everybody who has seen me before. And thank you. This is my 2019 New Year's resolution, still going strong. And I said I broke up with fear, I broke up with shame, and I broke up with guilt. However, it has not broken up with me. And today is probably one of the hardest videos out of the entire year that I have to do. I think I'm in the middle of having a shame attack. And, you know, I was talking in my last video last week that my natural tendency is to hurt and harm myself. And it's not intentional, but that's what seems to happen over and over again. And last week I was talking about identity theft and that, you know, I was okay, I was able to handle it. And this week I started getting mail, credit cards that were open in my account, in my name, and purchases that were made without my, permission. So now I've been to the police twice. I've had to send out information proving that I am myself, and I'm really starting to get pissed. Like now I'm just mad. So on top of being mad, my body is where all of my stress is held. And as I am now getting more and more emotionally connected to myself, which is my head is now connected to my heart, which is something that I've always wanted to be and do. However, it's one of the hardest things I've ever learned how to do, and it is hard to be in that space, and it is coming out in my body. And I think all the trauma that I have survived and endured as a child up until my adulthood has been dormant in my body, and it is now coming out. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I shared this before about disassociation, which I didn't know what it was. I thought I had the beginning stages of Alzheimer's because I couldn't remember stuff. I would do things and not remember it. And I have since learned through a lot of help that I've received, it's called disassociation, where I actually leave my body. And this happens a lot. And I was never aware of it as much as I am now. But on Tuesday, when I was getting ready to go to the police with my Firestone credit card that I never applied for tires that were purchased 2 times in New Jersey, I was bringing the paper to the police, and I couldn't find the paper. And I had it, and nobody else was here. And I had spent 10 minutes going to look for this piece of paper that nobody else touched but me. And I think knowing I had to go to the police, I left my body. I lost the paper. I did finally find it but I never remembered where I put it. So that was on Tuesday, and then I started having a lot of pain in my body that I haven't had before. And so I'm starting to go into a depression. And I heard the kindest, nicest thing that I don't know if any of you guys have followed or seen Jay Shetty, but he said depression is deep resting. And my body is going into deep resting. And I have so much shame about that because I feel like I'm lazy. But all of this physical trauma is coming out in my body all these years later. So I'm also being triggered by, I had rheumatoid arthritis in my 20s. And I was on medicine for 10 years and it went into remission. And I woke up in the middle of the night last night with fluid on my knee that is so bad that I can't even stand up. I can barely walk. And my fear is that my rheumatoid arthritis is coming back again. And to think about reliving that a second time is just devastating to me. So I missed my dance class twice this week. So I'm sad. And it's so hard to show the difference between being sad and grieving and feeling sorry for myself. So anyway, I just wanted to put it all out there. I hate for people to see me like this. But this is where I am right now, and this is what I'm going through. And I stole this thing off of somebody on Facebook, and it said, our stories one day will be somebody else's survival guide. So I am learning through everybody else's stories, and I hope that people are able to learn through mine. And I'm just trying to be kind and loving to myself, which is something that's really hard for me to do. And it's easier for me to be kind and loving to others. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's tuning in. And please stay tuned. And I'll see you all next week. Take care.